the whole thing is, I think we're almost the same age, 40-year somethings. And, the Mummy for us is probably Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz. And this is something so completely different.
Yeah.
Was that your intention to make a new memory, if you will?
Totally. I think that's what I'm always trying to do. I think even when I went and made Evil Dead Rise, my last movie, part of my goal was to make an Evil Dead movie for maybe a younger audience that had never experienced a movie like this for the first time. This is a different approach with my Mummy movie, but nonetheless, it was all about planting a very, very different flag in the ground. And the goal for myself and James Wan and Jason Blum and all of my partners and all the creative people that wanted to make the movie with me was, let's make the scariest mummy movie that there ever has been. And that's what we set out to do, and I'm hoping we've achieved it.
Well, yeah, I'm only one person, but I can tell you yes, for me.
Glad to hear it.
I really enjoyed Evil Dead Rise as well. I thought that was an amazing film, and I love how you're combining all these horror genres. It feels a little bit like you're white shoes.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's a trademark? That's becoming a trademark?
I think so. I think I take my influences from a lot of different places, and I knew for me, I always want to grow as a filmmaker as well. I'm very, very humbled and proud that I get to do the job that I do, and I never want to repeat the trick. So with Evil Dead, it was a movie that was quite contained in the dark at the top of a building, and I knew my next movie, I still want to entertain the audience that love my work and beyond that with the crazy things that I do, but I wanted to tell a story on a bigger canvas. That was important to me. So I knew I wanted, with my next movie, I wanted there to be more of a mystery and maybe more of a detective story. But how could I make that work with this mummy idea, this idea of mummification for a different reason? It's not just about burying the royal family of the time. What if somebody close to you was mummified, and why would that happen? So I got to bring body horror and psychological horror and detective story and all of these different elements that I think can coexist in a movie, because they're all filled with dread and tension, and they all form part of the machine, the roller coaster ride, the fun time that I want you to have at the movies.
Yeah, and especially in that family setting, it's top notch.
Thank you.
And I just want to point out, I know you have an amazing team, but someone that, as a Dutch person, really popped on the screen for me was Arjen, of course.
Yes.
Doing the prosthetics for the design. What was it like to work with him? He did Wolfman before this, of course, and now we see him on another classic monster movie.
Yeah. Arjen's an incredible artist. He's a very focused and dedicated creator. So we first started to engage. One of the things that we talked about was how I needed to show this monster in full daylight, but I also needed to be a monster that there's an evolution. It's not obvious right away. It's something that is awakening inside this family home rather than just, boo, I'm here. So we started to talk, and it fitted the metaphor of the movie, all of these layers that were there, and how decomposition could take place, and how the strength of the evil in the story could start to change how our monster looked. And Arjen's, as I said, very, very detailed, very, very focused in what he does, and an incredible artist to work with.
Yeah, that toenail scene, I mean, that's one of those scenes in Black Swan, where she rips off the finger thing. That's the same. It had the same feeling. You could feel it.
Yeah, that's what I want you to do. I want you to feel all the things. I want you to feel the emotion of the family. I want you to feel the crazy physical moments, and I want you to just, feel entertained.